you're ready. You ready?
Ready when you are.
We're going. Yeah, so we're kicking off. This is the very first clinic from our mobile vaccination station today. We're launching it, and we're going to be in La Junta and Lamar. It's going to do southeastern Colorado. Later today, I'll be up at Eaton. We're going to have another vaccination bus doing northeastern Colorado, Fort Morgan area. We'll be adding 2 more next week, so we'll have 4 of these buses that can really serve people across the state, especially medically underserved. So some of our rural communities, but also some of our urban communities where folks can't get in a car and get to one of our large sites. And we have, as you know, 6 large-scale sites, including Pueblo Fairgrounds and Broadmoor World Arena in Colorado Springs. But we know that not everybody has the ability to drive and get there, and we want to make sure everybody has the opportunity to get vaccinated. Today we're doing the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, so that means they only need 1 vaccination. They don't need to schedule another one 21 or 28 days later. That makes it a lot easier to be able to serve folks, and I think it's appropriate. Here we are on Good Friday, and we're in a church right outside of a church in Avondale providing a life-saving vaccine, and it's just great to see the joy on folks' faces as they roll up and are able to get that vaccine. So happy to take some questions.
So there are 2 buses right now.
2 today,
How many more are you expecting or anticipating?
So we have 2 buses right now that we're launching today, and then we have an additional 2 next week. So there's going to be 4 buses. Each one will be able to do at least 500 doses per day. This one's going to be doing about 250 doses today. It is ADA compliant. It has the storage right on board, and it's able to really quickly help get these clinics going where we need to.
The health departments across the state that deal with these smaller communities, have they been begging for something like this?
Yeah, I want to thank Pueblo County Health Department for the collaboration on this. They're a great partner working to get the vaccine out across Pueblo County in southern Colorado. And we know that there are areas where it's hard to access traditional health care. People don't live near a hospital. They might not, their pharmacy might not have enough of the vaccine, and so we need to help fill those gaps, and that's really the role of what's going to be this fleet of 4 mobile vaccination stations, which we're going to run for the next 2 months or so.
How can people see or watch the path of these mobile buses?
You go to boxcarvax.com, boxcarvax.com. There's also a link from the main vaccination site, covid19.colorado.gov. Click on vaccination providers. You can find other opportunities near you, but specifically to check on the mobile stations, boxcarvax.com. Yes?
What's it like to be at this point right now? I mean, a year ago we were still trying to find answers, the vaccine, it was just a lot of unknown. 1 year later, we have a mobile COVID vaccination site. What's it like to be at this point in time right now, hopefully we're at the tail end of the virus? It
is so incredibly exciting to know that we're just a few months away from the end of the pandemic, but it is important for folks to know it certainly isn't over yet. We only have about 20% of the population protected. That the virus is still very widespread. About 1 in every 208 Coloradans are contagious with it right now, so wear that mask, keep apart, don't have those get-togethers just yet, but you can plan them. You can plan them for May and June. Once you're vaccinated, 2 weeks after you get the vaccination, you have immunity, you load off your shoulders. You just don't have to worry about it much anymore, and that's what this effort's all about.
And is the plan to still retire the COVID dial on April 16th?
Yeah, it'll still be there. It'll be optional guidance for counties, and I think some are going to be more strict than others, but we really value that local guidance. The key thing here is that we've achieved about 80% vaccination for people aged 70 and up. So we've protected our most vulnerable. We hope there's a few more people 70 and up that want to get it. Obviously, we prioritize them, working on people in their 60s. But today, something else is happening. Today in Colorado, everybody age 18 and up is eligible to get vaccinated. If you're 16 to 17, you can get Pfizer, 18 and up for the other 2. That starts today. So across the state, everybody's eligible. Any others?
One last question.
Yeah.
The Colorado State Fairgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
So far, it's come off to a pretty slow start.
Yeah.
Only 2,500 vaccines done within 4 days. What's holding us back at that vaccination?
Yeah, they're working through the operational issues there. We also have the Broadmoor World Arena, which is up and going. These are able to do up to 3,000 to 6,000 per day. We don't yet have the number of vaccines that would allow us to do that many. So I think until we get that many vaccines, they're going to be open and they're going to be running, but the run rate will be more 1,000 a day, 2,000 a day, and it's a great experience. I've heard from a lot of folks. Again, Pueblo Fairgrounds had a few issues the first day or 2, got up and running, but I hear from so many folks it was easy. You're staying in your car, you're in and out in 20 minutes, so that's a great experience. But it's also important to complement it with this, because not everybody has a car, can get there, can drive, and so we want to be able to reach people where they are. Yeah.
So our statewide,
Who are you with, by the way?
I'm with the chieftain.
Oh, great.
Is our statewide vaccine supply steadying out? Are we getting a more level amount?
So, 2-3 months ago, we were getting about 100,000 vaccines a week. Now we're over 400,000 vaccines a week in Colorado. 3 different vaccines: Johnson & Johnson single dose. That's what we're doing here. Pfizer, Moderna. We think they will stay in that 400,000 to 500,000 a week range, which means that every Coloradan who wants to get vaccinated will be able to be vaccinated by the end of May. Okay. Cool. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Governor.